Jenny of Pampering by LJ, and welcome to my channel. So this is my weekly reflection where I look back on my last week to see how I did on my health journey, as well as talk about if I had a weight loss or not, how I'm doing with my monthly goals, and then also a sneak peek into what I'm planning for my eating for the following week. And I usually throw in a little bit of video clips and pictures of different things I have eaten through the past week. So let's get down to business. How did I do this first week of April? I did great. So I had 2 April goals that I set for myself, and I'm well on my way to earning them. So I said I was going to drink 64 ounces of water every day. Absolutely did it every single day. I'm going to keep that up all month. So the second thing I have said for myself is April is going to be a losing month. March was not. April is going to be. I have set the goal to lose 6 pounds in April. So how did I do this week? Drum roll, please. And yes, Easter was last Sunday. Weighed in this morning, and I have lost 1.8 this week. Woohoo! For the first week of April. So that's absolutely perfect. If I lose 1.5 pounds each week, or a variation of that, I will meet my April goal. So, well on my way. So what did I do this week? So I finished up a lot of food that was in that refrigerator. So I ended up making my scalloped potatoes for Easter, and I did finish that recipe video, and I got that uploaded for everyone this week. I'm gonna tell you, those scalloped potatoes are amazing. The recipe video turned out to be 17 or 18 minutes long, and I don't necessarily like that long of a recipe video, but I tell you what, you make them that way, it is so worth it. So I made this for Easter. I made my meatloaf, and we had ham, and I left everything at Bob's house. The only leftover that we brought back was half of the chocolate silk pie, but we didn't bring it into this house. We dropped it off at the office for James, and he finished it up this week, which was perfect because it really was for him that I purchased that pie last week. And did I have any of it? I had 1/2 of a slice. So I did very well over Easter. I did really find myself Monday and Tuesday just feeling like I was so swollen. And anytime I eat ham, and I don't eat ham very often, but there was a lot of salt. So I really, and I was trying to increase my water all week, and I did it, but boy, I felt like my rings were tight and everything, but I'm back down to normal now. So what else did I make this week? Well, I finished up that chicken salad that I had made the past week for lunches. That worked great. I did have, I think, a couple salads in a jar that I finished up this week. Really finished up leftovers. I'd sent all those to the office with James, so I didn't have to do a lot of cooking. I did make creamy chicken enchiladas, and I hadn't made that for a while. It was delicious. I will insert a little video clip right now. That is a great little recipe, and I'll try to I haven't made that recipe for you before, but I will link it in the description box below on this YouTube video so you can make it for yourself. It was great, and low points. I think 1 serving, the way I made it, is 6 Weight Watchers points on green. It was delicious. And then, of course, I had to make James Instapot spaghetti again this week. I'm pretty much decided every week I either need to make the Instapot spaghetti for us to have, and then James eats on it throughout the week, or the creamy enchilada skillet. And so that's on track for next week. So that was this week. So I have a meal plan ready for next week. And right now I'm gonna insert, before I get to my meal plan, I'm gonna insert my little grocery haul that I got this morning for this meal plan. I just received my Instacart order for my groceries for the week. It was a small haul, about $100, but here's what I needed. So of course my pork chops for again this week. Then I'm going to be making enchilada pasta casserole, and that calls for ground beef, so lean ground beef. Of course, I've got my center cut bacon, got my Yasso favorite ice cream bars, some hash browns, just to have on hand for maybe a breakfast. I was craving chicken strips and French fries, so I'm gonna do these in the air fryer this week. Of course, some more eggs. Then I'm gonna make my own recipe. I'm gonna do a sunshine cake this week. So I've got my sugar-free cake mix there, some crushed pineapple, mandarin oranges, Cool Whip, vanilla pudding. All of those are the sugar-free versions. So I'm gonna be whipping something up, making that. I'll probably show you how that turns out. And then of course I'm gonna do my salads in a jar for school this week. So I've got all my salad fixings that I didn't have in the fridge. I'm gonna do those with some red kidney beans. Then I'm gonna make one of James's favorite dishes that I haven't made in a long time. It calls for spinach, Dijon mustard, red skin potatoes, and then already in the fridge I have Polish sausage. So you whip that all together. It's delicious. Probably film that for you. And then of course I've got to make either spaghetti or I need to make enchilada casserole. So I'm gonna do that. So I've got my favorite noodles. And I used these last week in my Instapot instead of just regular spaghetti noodles. And they worked so much better, just easier. And then of course the enchilada sauce to make that, and the chicken stock that I ran out of, our staple of the light English muffins that we always keep on hand, and then another staple, really, James can't stop eating these Poppables, and the great thing is they're low on Weight Watchers points. So did pretty well at the grocery store, just a small thing. I have plenty of things in my freezer, meat-wise, to pull out. It is Friday night, and of course, Friday night, James and I go out to dinner. We have some plans tonight that we're gonna, we get our second vaccines this afternoon. So that is first and foremost, and we're both excited to get our second vaccines. So woohoo, that happens today. After that though, as I probably mentioned last time, we are currently in the process of buying a home. And so tonight we're going to take a little time and go look at a few more furniture stores. So we've kind of got our eye on a dining room table that is pretty contemporary and really cool. We've decided that we're gonna hold off on front room, any new front room furniture for right now, and no new bedroom furniture. So really the new piece of furniture that we don't have that we're gonna go ahead and get before we move in is a dining room table. So we're looking, and maybe a couple of chairs, but I think we're gonna go pretty much with what we have right now. And then, so tonight we're gonna go look at two kind of contemporary furniture stores. One is on the plaza. We live in Kansas City. If you didn't notice my shirt, it says Lonnie's Reno Club, Jazz Club in Kansas City, one of our new favorite places to go to. It just opened up. Lonnie is a great jazz performer here in Kansas City, and he opened up his new club like a year ago. Anyway, so we are going down to the plaza though in Kansas City. There is a contemporary furniture store called West Elm. So we're gonna go browse there tonight. Then there's another one somewhere, I think around the Crossroads or West Bottoms area, I'm not sure, called Museo. I'm probably mispronouncing that. We're gonna check that place out. And then we wanna head out to, there's a store called, Smoke and Fire, that's it. And it's out by Overland Park, I think, or Leawood, Kansas, which is close to us too. And they have a couple things we're looking at. So this new house has a fireplace. It's an old coal burning fireplace hooked up to natural gas. We won't use that, but we're looking at maybe one of those inserts that has just the glass rock on it, and we're considering maybe putting that in it. I think that would be really neat. So, and we haven't priced those at all. So we're just gonna go over there and look. They also have a huge selection of barbecue grills and smokers. And since we've lived in an apartment for 5 years, we've not been able to barbecue at all or smoke meat. And in our apartment complex, they just don't allow it. And so we cannot wait. James wants to buy the biggest grill he can find for our new place. So that will be a purchase too, because he doesn't really cook, but he enjoys barbecuing, and I enjoy that with him as well. So when we had a home before, about 5 years ago, we had a grill with a deck on it, and probably 3 times a week James would grill, and then I would do the sides and all of that. And so we've missed that. So we're looking forward to finding that again. Okay, so that's gonna be fun tonight, and then we're gonna go out to dinner because it's Friday night, and that's what we do on Friday nights. Sometimes we do it on Saturday nights too, but I don't know if we will this Saturday night. James is still gonna work pretty hard in the tax office, so we'll see. Tomorrow night I may cook and do some meal prep ahead. But so what do I have planned for this week for breakfast and lunches for work? So I'm just gonna cook up some more bacon with the English muffins. I did buy some hash browns. I don't know if I'm gonna make those or not. I was really wanting to do the hash brown patties because I heard that you could put them in the air fryer and they were nice and crispy and crunchy. But on my Instacart order, I just wanted like a small package of them, like 10, and they were all out, and all they had was the ginormous 20 packs of hash brown potatoes. And so I said no to that. And so I do want to make sure that I'm using all the food in my freezer and pantry as much as possible over this next month, because as we move, it'll make it so much easier to clean out the refrigerator and the pantry if I'm down to not as many things. So that's probably why in my groceries this week, just $100 or so, and I'm trying to supplement with what things I already have to use those up. So that'll be the plan going through these next few weeks, and hopefully we'll probably close on the house in the next few weeks, and then maybe do a move within a month. We'll see. I'm not quite sure yet when that's going to happen, but I'm guessing it probably will be, maybe the 1st of May that we go ahead and move. But so food-wise, besides breakfast foods, I am going to go ahead and make myself 4 or 5 salads in a jar for school this week. And then for a sweet for the house, since those brownies were an epic fail, I am going to create my own kind of cake recipe. And white cake sounds really good. And in Florida, we go to our favorite place called the Bubble Room, and we have this wonderful kind of orange crunch vanilla cake. It's known in Florida. It's just wonderful. And so I'm not making that, but I'm inspired to make a sunshine cake with some mandarin oranges, some pineapple. I've bought one of those sugar-free cake mixes and some sugar-free vanilla pudding and Cool Whip. So I'm gonna whip something up, and I think it will be delicious. So I'll probably take some footage of that this week and then share that with you. So that's gonna be the sweet for the week that I'm planning on. Probably make that tomorrow or Sunday. And then I am going to make, for sure on Sunday, this potato kielbasa skillet. I haven't made this probably in, 5 years, but it's one of the things that James, when he first met me, that I made for him and for his kids. And or his kids, and I think it was really for James and Justin, because Justin, that's, we have a blended family, and so I had one son and James had 5 children, and so we became the Brady Bunch, even though most of the kids were not with us. 2 of them did live with us. Justin, who is my one and only son, and then Lee moved in with us as well, who is just like a year older than Justin, and so we did a lot of cooking for the 2 of them. But this was one of the things that I know Justin always loved, and James really loves it too. It has Polish sausage in it, which is, delicious, and then red potatoes, and then it has some spinach in it, and it's just really great. So I have made it Weight Watcher friendly over the years by not having so much sugar in my sauce, so it's not too bad on points. Don't remember right now, but I'm going to make that because I have some Polish sausage from one of our local meat markets that's actually on Strawberry Hill in Kansas City, Kansas, and we're actually moving over that direction. And so my family on my mom's side they lived in that area, and I have some Polish ancestry that's from that area, and I can remember back growing up that my Aunt Rosie would always bring Polish sausage down for special occasions, and then the Powititsa bread from Strawberry Hill as well. And so there's still a meat market at Strawberry Hill that makes the best Polish sausage. And at Christmas time, I had bought a couple pounds of it and put it in the freezer and cryovacked it, and we didn't end up using it for Christmas this year. And so I was thinking, I need to get rid of some of the freezer foods, and so I've taken out one of the sausage links to use this week. So that's what inspired that. And then I'm going to make, instead of making the spaghetti this week, I'm going to make the beef enchilada pasta skillet that we love, and then I'm going to repeat pork chops and peas in my air fryer. And then I was so craving French fries and chicken strips, and so I've been inspired to watch a lot of people on YouTube, and a lot of times they do them in their air fryer, and as long as the points aren't too bad on those skinny fries. And so I'm going to be doing those in my air fryer this week. Looking forward to that, 'cause it's kind of like fast food, but I'm not going out for fast food like DeCane's or one of the chicken joints. And then I still have tilapia and rice and green beans to make for another night. So that's kind of the plan for this upcoming week. I think we have a pretty normal week. There's not too many night activities at school. I think I've got something Wednesday night, and then I'll probably go into the tax office one time next week. James is pretty much getting caught up on his work, at least knock on wood he was. That's what he told me yesterday, because I didn't go into the office this week. I ended up staying late at school several nights this week. We were pretty busy with all the kids coming back full-time in person, so it was kind of like a normal week of school that you have in the spring with discipline. I mean, I was busy. I was reminded of, all the other years I've had. Now that all the kids are back pretty much, and it's springtime, and 7th and 8th graders and even 6th graders get a little squirrely and do some things. And so I was busy this week on discipline. Now it wasn't as much as in some years, but yeah, they're back and spring fever has hit. And there's only like 35 days of school left, but we're gonna be fast and furious these 30-some days, I know that. So anyway, keeps me busy, and I like that. So that's my week coming up. Thank you guys for watching me. If you've hung out this long, I'm Jenny by Pampering by LJ, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. So I've noticed I've got about 75 subscribers, which to me that's unbelievable. I don't think I know most of those people. And if you would put a little comment down below so I know that you're a real person, that'd be great. I noticed I had a little bit of spam the other day, so I'm trying to delete those. But anyway, nice to meet you all if I haven't met you in person. So thanks and have a great week.